Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make 3 different origami animals. We're going to start with a bunny. When you start, you want to start with a square sheet of paper. The first thing you want to do is fold the paper in half diagonally. When you're folding in origami, it's really important to make sure that your folds are even and not crooked. After you fold your paper diagonally, open it up, and then the top corner, fold that down to where you creased and make a good crease. Then, after you fold this down, you're going to fold it in half again. I'll do that one more time. With this folded down, fold the paper in half like it was at first. Now you have this side looking like this and this side looking this way. Now what you're going to do is turn it over so it's like an upside down triangle, and you're going to take these 2 corners and fold them down to this one. So it's going to look like this. Take this corner and fold it so it's touching the bottom corner, and then crease it. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take this corner so it's touching this corner. When you crease it, you do not want this to overlap this other side. You want it to be just right next to it. Once you have it all straight, crease it. So now I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to fold it up. And the crease, we want to start at this corner. So when you crease it, you don't want it to look like this, where it starts on the edge. You want the crease to start on this corner and go slant up diagonally. So then you're going to do the same thing with the other side. You're going to start the crease at this corner, and you want it to match up to the other piece of paper on the other side. So the creases will look like this. These are the rabbit's ears. The next step is to take this corner and fold it in so it touches the middle right there. And if you put your finger right on this corner, you'll have a nice straight crease that goes all the way down to the corner at the bottom, and then crease it. So I'll do that one more time. I'm taking this corner and folding it over so it touches the middle right here, and then creasing it. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. It helps if you put your finger down here on this corner and then fold the paper so this touches the middle. And then give it a good crease. Then you're going to take the bottom and fold it up to the top corner and crease it. Then if you turn it over, this is the front of the bunny. This is the bunny's face. You're going to take this and fold it down so the top of the head is flat. Like that. So it's not pointed, it's flat. And there's your bunny, and you can take markers or crayons and draw a face on it. The next animal that we're going to make is a dog. So it's a lot like the bunny, but it has a little bit of a difference. So the first thing you're going to do is fold your paper in half diagonally, just like we did for the bunny. Give it a good crease. Make sure your edges are even with each other. And then open it up. Now we're going to do the same thing we did before. Fold the top corner to the middle where the crease is. Give that a good crease. Then we're going to fold this back the way it was and turn it around so it looks like it's an upside down triangle. The next step is to take these corners and fold them in so that they're meeting up with the bottom corner. So take this one, match it up with that corner. Once you're sure it's nice and even, the edges are matched up with each other, then you can go and make that crease. Do the same thing on the other side. You do not want this edge to be overlapping on this side. Make sure that that edge is just right next to the other edge of the paper. And this is what it'll look like. The next step is to take this corner and fold it up. And remember that you want the crease to start at the corner, not down here. So it shouldn't look like this, but rather it should be moved, the crease should be moved up all the way to that corner. And this crease will create a diagonal line. So you'll do the same thing on the other side. Fold this corner up and make sure that the crease starts at that corner. The corner on this side should match up with this corner. So it shouldn't look like this. So it's uneven. You want them both to match up. The next step is to take the corners and fold them in so they meet in the middle. So we're gonna, it's easier for me if I put my thumb or one of my fingers down here so the fold doesn't go past that corner. You want, just put your finger right on that corner and then bend this over so that it meets up in the middle. And then once you have everything even, then you can go ahead and crease the edge. See, that wanted to kind of get uneven, so you have to make sure that the paper's doing what you want it to. Then you do the same thing with the other side. Put your finger down on that bottom corner and then fold the paper over so that this corner matches up with this one, and then crease it. Then you're going to fold this bottom corner up to the top and give it a good crease. Then flip the dog over, and this corner will be folded backwards, back here, so that the top of the head is flat. And then the last step, this is where we stopped when we did the bunny, but now we're going to do one more step to make it into a dog. We're going to fold the ears down because this dog has floppy ears. And then your dog is finished, and if you wish, you can draw a face on it. Then the next animal that we're going to do is a pig. And this pig stands up if it's not too lazy. So the first thing that we're going to do is fold the paper in half. Just match up those corners. Give it a good crease. And then open it up and turn it the opposite direction and fold it in half again. Make sure your corners are matched up. Give it a good crease. Then open it up. So you'll see 4 boxes on your paper. Then you're going to take the top edge and fold it down to the middle. Fold it down to the crease in the middle, just like this. Make sure it just matches right up with that crease. The next step is to fold the bottom edge up to the middle and then give it a good crease. You don't want the paper to overlap. You just want that edge to be right next to the other one. Crease it. And then the next step is to fold this edge to the middle as well as this edge to the middle. So we're going to pick the paper up and fold it over so the edge touches that middle crease, and then crease the edge, this edge. Do the same thing on the other side. Pick it up, fold it over so it matches up with that edge, but you do not want it to overlap. That might mess things up. We don't want that to happen. So those 2 edges are right next to each other, but not overlapping. Then open that back, and we're going to take the corners and fold them down. See how this is a square? We're going to fold this square in half diagonally. So this corner will match up right there, and then crease it. So do the same thing with all 4 corners. Just make sure you're creasing it well and your corners are matching up with each other. They're nice and even. In origami, that's really important. So now it looks like this. And the next step is one of the tricky ones. So what you want to do is open this up. And basically this crease, we're going to turn it inside out. We're going to open this up. See how I'm like putting my finger all the way through to the edge of the paper right there? And then just turn that crease inside out. It's folded on the same crease, it's just folded the opposite direction. And then you just press this down. So it makes a triangle. So I'll do the same thing on this one. You open this up, turn that crease inside out, and then just kind of mash the paper down and crease it. Same thing on this one. We're going to open this up, press this down, and crease it, and then same thing on the last one. Open it up, press it down, and crease it. So it'll look like you have 2 diamonds or 2 squares turned on their sides. The next step is to fold this in half so you can see those triangles on the outside. So you don't want to fold it so those are on the inside. Okay, I just fold it in half like that so it looks like 2 mountains. The next step is to take this flap and fold it so this edge is matching up with this line. So if you put your finger at the top of that corner and pull this down so that this is matched up with the crease in the middle, then all you have to do is crease it. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. Put your finger at the top of the triangle, pull this over so this edge is matching up with that line, and press it down. So that's what it'll look like. Those are the legs of the pig. After you do that, turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Take this flap, put your finger at the top of the triangle, pull that down so it's that crease, this edge is vertical. It's a vertical line. Basically, it'll match up with the other leg on the other side. And then I'm doing the same thing with the last one. After that, we're going to make the tail of the pig and the head of the pig. We'll start with the tail. So you're going to fold this corner up and crease it so it looks like that. I'll do it again. Fold the corner up and crease it. And then this is the other tricky thing. You open this up, unfold it, so it was like that. I'm going to unfold it. And then you open this up and you turn this crease inside out. Just press up right there and crease it. So that's the tail. Then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. We're folding this up and creasing it, unfolding it, and then turn this inside out and crease it. Then we're going to fold this down, this little corner, fold it down, then open it up and press that down so it's flat. And that's the pig's snout. And then if your pig is not lazy, you might be able to get it to stand up on its own, on all fours. So I hope you had fun making the 3 animals today, the bunny, the dog, and the pig.